TermoproCenter Software is an integrated part of soldering complex IK650 Pro and serves for soldering process control and management. Start up the program and it displays a loading window where you can select operator or working mode. Connected devices will be recognized automatically. Pressed OK moves you to a main program what presents a temperature versus time graph. Process run is reflected in real time, and refer graphs appear in this field. Fields for placing service functions, tags and marks are situated along both coordinate axes. 5 memory buttons in left top corner over the graph used for automatically save of 5 last process runs. It helps operator to keep recent data in memory buffer for analysis, downloading and proper saving. Left part of the display is taken by panel of devices, which actually duplicates display of controllers, and the air cooler panel. It reflects all running temperature values. Here operator also can set up and change process parameters. Try to keep top heater panel on top for your convenience. Every time starting a new process, operator has to check or set up a correspondence between modules of equipment, computer channels and profile's numeric number. A link between modules and computer port calls definition, and it is checked or set up in channel's definition window, where operator identifies that each physical part of equipment refers to some definite channel. It is critically important to keep this correspondence, and the program will block performance process in case of any mismatch. A match between profiles number and channels can be set up on device panels. Press down directed arrow on panel and its menu roll down. Here, operator can check and correct links, which supplemented with color correspondence between channels number frame and graph color to make visual control more effective. When NP3424AB Pro bottom heater is used, the function will help to synchronize its two heating plates is available. This option is helpful when operation turns from small to big boards. Changes in this function is made by check mark setting in bottom heater panel menu. Both heaters can be managed in semi-manual mode without the program control. For this matter, operator should change the value of temperature of stabilization and put a check mark in window heat. Selected heater will start change its temperature immediately. It's important to remember that heating speed is not controlled in semi-manual mode. Therefore, it is not recommended to set up big temperature values with no preliminary analysis or clear understanding of congruences. Operator has an ability to switch on or off displaying of each particular channel graph. For this matter, he has to put or remove a check mark in window display. Refers to selected channel. Buttons on devices panel duplicate the main program menu for convenience and fast operating. Button Create or Edit Process turns the program into process editor mode. Options allows to set up or change the main process parameter, its display and management. Mode defines basic program settings. Buttons Thermograph and Soldering refer accordingly to Thermograph temperature recorder mode and the soldering process mode. Let's consider each button briefly. Button Create or Edit Process moves us in a soldering process file mode. Here we can download one of existing and preliminary saved processes for further work with it. Program offers to select the process from list of available. Each process in the list has a detailed description with the date of creation, devices and materials used, and component this Turma profile was made for. Also, operator or process engineer can create absolutely new process. Pressing a button Create New moves us into New Process Creation interface. Here we can develop new process for any component and board by drawing a graphic manually, point by point, and the program inputs data of each point into table automatically. Or we can input each point parameters into table and program will draw a graphic for us automatically. Any correction at the process can be easily made by the same manner changing data in a table, or dragging a point or even part of graphic to a new position. After a new graphic is ready, operator makes a channel's definition and profile links in a way described earlier. When a new process creation is completed, and definitions and links are set up, it can be saved as a process file into a process directory, from where it can be downloaded each time when it's needed for work. As well as in Microsoft Windows, it is important to give file a proper name and correct description, what will let you avoid mistakes in future. Additionally to that, in this mode, you can add tags of service function at any point of process you need. For this matter, click right mouse button to a tags field along axis of coordinate and select required function from roll down list. The tag will appear. As it was mentioned earlier, all buttons duplicate main menu, as well as button options, which allows to set up initial parameters of the process, graph parameters of profile, on and off audio-video options and basic program operations. You always can cancel your changes by pushing Restore Factory Setting button. Button mode allows you to adjust program functions referred to different stages of the process. Based on your personal priorities, you can change factory settings. Particularly, it makes a big sense for small-rate manufacturing companies and factories, where the process repeats and regimes are changed quite often. If you press button Thermograph, the complex will turn into temperature recorder mode, where different temperature processes can be realized on complex, and temperature will be controlled and recorded at all available channels. Achieved graphs and data can be used for analysis and process thermoprofiles development.